David Raya will be an Arsenal player by the end of this week. Yes, people, welcome back to another Arsenal transfer news video. As always, if you do not want to miss out on daily Arsenal transfer news vids, this is the place to be. You have to subscribe down below on my road to 4,000 subscribers, and important to hit the bell notification button so you never miss a future video on this channel. And please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section regarding David Raya's potential move to Arsenal. Let's get straight into the tweet brought today by Fabrizio Romano stating this: negotiations continue between Arsenal and Brentford for David Raya. It's getting closer. All parties hope to get it done in the next few days. Raya has been very clear he wants to play for Arsenal. And you can see the way this tweet is devised by Fabrizio Romano. He knows, we know, everyone on planet Earth knows David Raya to Arsenal is going to happen. There's no two ways about it. The ships are moving in the same direction. They're all aligning. It's just about ironing out the final details. And once that fee is secured, the player will be an Arsenal player. And what a fantastic signing, by the way. No disrespect to Aaron Ramsdale whatsoever. I'm a massive fan of Aaron Ramsdale. Lots of people know this. I've watched the channel before. Big fan of Aaron Ramsdale. I thought his performance in the Community Shield was fantastic. But competition is good because competition annihilates any sort of complacency. Aaron Ramsdale knew that with Matt Turner there, if he made a mistake, like he did in previous seasons, look, last season he made a couple of notable mistakes. For example, against Southampton, the first minute, gave the ball straight to Alcaraz. We conceded straight away. No matter how many mistakes Aaron Ramsdale made, he knew next week he's going to be in the starting 11 again in the Premier League. Because he knew Matt Turner was never going to displace him as the number one goalkeeper. But with David Raya there, in the windshield, breathing down his neck, he knows the margin for error is razor thin. It doesn't exist. Whereas if he makes a little bit of a mistake, David Raya is going to take his number one spot. And for what I've seen of David Raya, this brother does not make mistakes. This brother does not make mistakes, man. Every time I've watched David Raya play, he's impressed me. I'm not going to sit and say I've watched an abundance of Brentford games. I do watch Brentford, of course. I watch pretty much every Premier League team. But I don't watch Brentford to the amount of games I watch Arsenal to. But I do watch Brentford in high quality games. I watch Brentford when they play the big teams. And I see David Raya in those games put in really good performances, 8 out of 10s at least. I've never seen David Raya drop a stinker. He's a really good quality goalkeeper. He excels in a lot of facets of the game. I think one thing he's really good at, for example, is claiming from crosses. Whenever there's a cross, he's always out there, being proactive, punching the ball clear. And I think it's really important to have a goalkeeper like that. A goalkeeper that takes initiative from crosses, aerial balls, and takes ownership. Defenders know if they have a goalkeeper that's going to sweep up everything that comes in the air, it's such a blessing for them. And they know, right, our goalkeeper's got our back. He's going to claim the crosses. It just calms down everyone in the stadium, the whole defense. That's so important. David Raya has that in abundance. His outballs to Ivan Toney and Brian Mbeumo last season were outstanding. Outstanding, genuinely. And I think we could use that as well on the counter-attack in certain games. David Raya's potential to spray the balls left and right to Martinelli, Saka, and down the middle to Jesus, Havertz, or Nketiah, whoever's playing there. So I think he'd be a really top quality signing for Arsenal. At only around £27 million as well. Good business for absolute sure, because a goalkeeper of his calibre will be going for about 40-50 million, I'd say. So really good in that sense. Matt Turner, on the other hand, is going out to Nottingham Forest. The talks are that it's about £7 million with potentially 3 million add-ons. It's poor business again, in my opinion. Look, I have no problem letting Matt Turner go, especially if you're replacing with David Raya. But 10 million? I mean, I'm pretty sure we signed a goalkeeper for about 7 million. So you haven't really made a profit on Matt Turner. What is it with selling players? We never seem to do good business. I mean, United were going to get 20 million for Dean Henderson. Do you get what I mean? Man United about to sell Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay for 60 million, those two players. 30 million on each player, basically. And we're struggling to get 10 million for Matt Turner, who's a decent number 2, the number 1 goalkeeper for the USA men's national team. You got to look at it sometimes and think, our business is sloppy at times, very, very sloppy. But look, money is money at the end of the day. Can't complain. I've been talking about how I want to sell players, and we're selling players, and that's the good thing. We are selling to Premier League rivals. Austin Trust has gone to Sheffield United. You're looking at Matt Turner now to Nottingham Forest, a team we play literally on the opening day in a few days' time. So, look, we are selling to Premier League rivals, but we're getting money. And that's the main thing. In terms of other outgoings, we're hearing Balogun is on the radar for Monaco. Arsenal still holding out for £45 million. Inter Milan are also interested, but they don't look like they're going to stump up anywhere near 45 million. And that's the asking price for Arsenal. And I like that we're doing this. Look, at times we would be forced to sell players. Balogun's made it difficult for us because basically he's put out there that he wants to leave Arsenal. He's posted on his Instagram stories all these talk about watching Inter Milan games, R9 in Inter Milan shirts, etc. He's doing too much. The player wants to leave. He's made it obvious. So he's taken the cards out of Arsenal's deck, to be honest with you guys. But Arsenal doing the smart thing. We're holding out for the cash. We understand the player is ours. The asset is under Arsenal. We can dictate whether to sell him or not. Look, we don't have to sell Balogun. We don't. We almost won a league last year without Balogun. If he stays, if he goes, fine. We know if we want to sell this man, a man that scored 20 plus goals last season in the French league, we're going to demand a high fee. We're not going to let him go for nothing just because he wants to go. So I like that approach from Arsenal. I think 45 million would be a brilliant transfer fee to let Balogun go. Lob on a buyback clause slash a sell-on clause. And that's really good business. I have no qualms with that whatsoever if Arsenal can pull that off. So let's see if Monaco stump up the money. If they do, by all means, take him. It'd be really good business. Send him abroad as well. Don't have to deal with him in the Premier League, having a bit of a revenge game against us. You never know, that could happen. So yeah, really like that. If we can get 45 million for Balogun, perfect. That frees up some funds and maybe we could go for another big splash signing this summer transfer window. You never know. So as our business, Mohamed Kudus, of course, he looks like he's on his way to Brighton Hove Albion. Whether Arsenal going to hijack it, who knows? Of course we can. It seems though Kudus is still waiting to see what comes of the deal. I think to be honest, I don't think he really wants to go Brighton. I think he wants to go Arsenal or Chelsea. I think since Arsenal and Chelsea have been interested, he's kind of holding out for those two clubs. To go to Brighton, obviously he wouldn't mind. Brighton is still a good club, but you got Brighton who are brilliant under De Zerbi, but then Arsenal and Chelsea are just much bigger clubs than Brighton. The prestige is there. So I think Kudus is doing a smart thing where the clubs have agreed a fee. He's just waiting to see if Arsenal go in or Chelsea go in for him. Preferably Arsenal, because we do know the player's preference is to join Arsenal. And if Arsenal agree a deal, if Arsenal try and hijack the deal, he'll go, sorry Brighton, I'm on my way to N5 to play under Mikel Arteta's Red Army. Do you get what I mean? So let's see what comes of it. I don't expect Arsenal to hijack it, only because Arsenal are a bit of a classy club. We don't like doing this like wheelie-dealy last-minute steal jobs, especially because it can also tarnish reputation with Brighton Hove Albion. Look, if we sign this player, Brighton Hove Albion might look at us and go, that's it, business with Arsenal's done now. They've just pulled a fast one on us. You never know. So Arsenal's a club that has class, has honour. We don't tend to do stuff like hijacking players from other clubs. It's just not in our DNA. Who knows? Of course, it could happen, and there are no friends in football. It's a business at the end of the day. So I wouldn't be against Arsenal trying to sign Kudus. But there's other players available. Look, Michael Olise is still on the market. Chelsea and Man City haven't made a move for him yet. I think he'd be a fantastic player to bring in. Really good competition at right wings for Bukayo Saka. So let's see what Arsenal make of it. But the main news right now is that David Raya will become an Arsenal player. It's a matter of time. It looks like it will be completed in the next few days, according to Fabrizio Romano. And Arteta will have the goalkeeper he wants as the perfect competition to Aaron Ramsdale. I can't wait for this brand new Premier League season, guys. Of course, it's fast approaching. In just a few days' time, Burnley take on Man City in the first game of the season. And in the coming days, I'll be dropping my full Premier League table prediction of where I believe everyone's going to finish from place 20 to 1. You do not want to miss it. Let me know where you believe Arsenal's going to finish next season. And also, I'll be dropping my predictions for the first week of the Premier League. So let's see who I think is going to win, who I think is going to lose. And as always, I'll be keeping you guys up to date with daily Arsenal transfer news videos as soon as I hear it. But for now, in terms of other incomings, it's gone a bit quiet. It seems as though after David Raya is done, Arsenal will go back to focus on the sales. And then from there, we'll see what happens. There's still just under a month left this transfer window. 3 weeks in total, so plenty of time for Arsenal to make any more deals that we want to make happen. But for now, we're trying to get David Raya over the line, focus on the start of the Premier League season, and then we go from there. I appreciate everyone that's tuned into this video. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe on my road to 4,000 subscribers so you do not miss daily Arsenal transfer news vids. Drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people in the algorithm. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys all for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Take care.